Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Texas Longhorns will have some work to do after that short return. The Lone Star State has a ton of rivalries, but this one outshines all the rest.
Yeah, the three of us have had an opportunity to call this game in the past, and you can just feel the tradition when these two teams take the field, right, David? You got the 12th man, you got Bevo. This is special.
You got one side that thinks they're way better than the other side thinks they're way better. I'll let you decide which one picks which, but every year, no love lost.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action. That's caught. It's Bolden. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Smokey the Cannon was firing the last time these two teams met as Texas pulled out a close one.
You know, when winning teams win a rivalry game like this, they get the bragging rights. That just seems like it's magnified in this state, though. That was a huge win for Texas a year ago.
Wait a minute, you mean everything's bigger in Texas? We've never heard that before. Obviously, when you beat the Aggies in a rivalry game, the bragging rights run deep for a whole year.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays. You saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun to give, looking for room.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the run, it's Owens. Tackled after picking up the first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. To the air, it's Wegman. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. He wants to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Going with the counter play here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The hiatus in this great rivalry has been way too long. But, guys, we were there the last time they squared off in 2011, and how great is it to have A&M and Texas back?
It's one of the most special
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Trying to move the sticks on third down. To the air, it's Wegman. Looking to scramble. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Line gets set, first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bolden.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Caught behind the line. It's Golden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Finds his tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on third down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense...
He's got it down the right side. Gets away from one. He's got space. The expressway is wide open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll give it to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Wegman looking to scramble. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. And he's got it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking again to throw.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Feeling some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Longhorns want to crank for tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, he missed it. No good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit. The guys, still a 3-score ball game. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Pocket starts to collapse. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the big-time players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional duel between the Longhorns and the Aggies. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete, a huge pickup. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Lets it fly. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Fast motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Bolden. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back has it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
That's reeled in. It's Owens. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Green. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Aggies have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He uncorks one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Aggies will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second down coming up. Pulls and fires complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move, he fires. Working that left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Baxter. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. First down to start the drive after the break. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Works the middle of the field. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. The play action fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Quarterback adapting. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get it through the air. Steps away. Fires downfield. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And they'll have to punt for the fourth time today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Ewers. Looking left. He makes a catch. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Coming after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Zings it complete to the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bond.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that one play.
They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell. They had a beat on it, nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Makes the grab over the middle. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to him. Makes the catch. It's Golden. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Baxter. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every